when God took Israel out of Egypt, 40 years they complained instead of giving God thanks for taking them out of slavery. And today I see many doing the same thing. They, on Facebook and other places, you hear you see them complaining about different things in their lives, and it's the same thing that Israel did. And after 40 years of complaining, God said they were not going to enter His um, uh, peace. No, but I think we should be doing things differently. We should start giving thanks instead of complaining about everything. Um, we are entering the Christmas season, and this is a great time to do this. And I hope others choose to do the same thing and do a video of giving thanks and lifting God up for what He's done in their lives. When my sister, or when I was younger, my sister used to tell me I could fall into a pile of shit coming out smelling like a rose. I just sort of laughed because I didn't know what she meant. Um, but as I look back on my life, I can see why she'd say that. There are so many things that uh, I did that should end up in disaster. Uh, and we should be giving thanks. I'm thankful for my parents for one. Um, they worked hard. I mean, they weren't rich, but they worked hard for what they had, and we had a pretty good life. Um, as I look back, I can see where God's hand was on my life in many areas. I can remember when one time when uh, a bunch of us had gone out, and on the way home that night, there was six of us in the car, and uh, an officer stopped me for doing 75 and 55. And when I got out of the car, I put my beer that I had, which everybody had a can of beer, on the hood of the car, gave him my license and registration, and when he came back, he gave me a ticket for a 65 and a 55. I know God kept him from seeing that beer. Otherwise, I would have got a DWI. I'm sure of it. And all he said was slow down. So I grabbed my beer, got back in the car, and left. So many things like that where I could see where God had His hand on my life and protected me in many things. Um, so we need to be thankful for everything, even the bad things that happen to us. Even though my first two marriages ended in divorce, I'm thankful because I learned a lot of things through them. When I went in the military, I got stationed in Italy, and we were on the plane. Me and my first wife were on the plane, and the engines quit twice. And God kept that plane in the air. In fact, that same plane crashed 2 years later. So there's many things that we can be thankful for in our lives. But are we going to choose to give Him thanks and lift Him up? Or are we going to continue complaining about everything going on in this world? We need to be thankful because I know for a fact God's got His hand on this nation. And He's going to bring us through it. And the ones that are thankful, He's going to bless. I'm not going to make this long because, I got a testimony that would last for days probably. When I ended up in jail for 59 days for untaxed cigarettes, I mean, there were people that were there in the jail ready to go to state prison for murder, drugs, all kinds of things. And yet God protected me. Not one of them even bothered me. In fact, some of the prisoners protected me. Um, there's just so many things that we need to be thankful for. I guess the biggest thing that I'm thankful for is Dust. He literally brought us together. And through her, he showed me his love. I know nobody could love like she did without him being inside of her. It wasn't just me. I mean, she loved kids. In fact, we, after COVID hit, and we figured out what was going on with the children. We fought tooth and nail with school boards, held a rally at one of the school boards to stop the sexualization of them. And even though she's not with me no more, I'm thankful for the time he gave me. And I'm thankful for him showing me after she passed all the things that he's been there for me. Like I said, I'm not going to make this long, just a short video giving him thanks and glory, lifting him up. And I hope others decide to do the same thing. Let this go viral, where everybody's giving him thanks. Instead of complaining about what's going on in the world, we're not supposed to complain. We're supposed to lift him up, look at him, and be thankful for what he's doing. So let's all do that.
The sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Once blind, but now I see. 'Twas